Cause she get broke till she back one broke up. Make she cock up, she put and speak about when they reach up. Fearless give her back ass. Make you girl bend up. Make she cock up, she put and speak about when they reach up. Baby, I see your position. Take one, baby, take one. Bend over, take one, fuck your man. Take one, baby, take one. Come, baby, I see your position. Take one, baby, take one. Girl, bend over and take it, fuck your man. Take one, baby, take one. Girl, chook it on, chook it, 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 chook it on. Let's get my mood. Chook it on, chook it, chook it on, chook it, chook it on, chook it, chook it hard, chook it on, chook it hard, chook it on, chook it hard, chook it on. Let me go, let me go. Who chook it? Give on a day. Who chook it? Give on a day. Who touch it? Let's give on. Who touch it? Let's give on. Who they be? Give on a day. Be give on a day. Love it. Who they want? She want me chook it. Yeah, she want me chook it. Shake it, you love when the one and press it. Bring it come and give him, bring it come rest it on him. You feel Kevin make him choke, he choking up all you. Who choking? Kevin a day, who choking? Fearless Kevin, Kevin a day. Come here, fearless Kevin, Kevin a day. Kevin a day. Who choking it? Who choking it? Who touching it? Who touching it? Who they behind it? Behind it. Who they behind it? Who they behind it? Shake it, we over the mind and breathe it. Big betty girl come take it, big pussy girl come make it. Jumping up in the van, wine and sherry on. Who joking it? Who joking it? Can you cook and clean? Can you cook and clean? Can you cook and clean? Behind it, can you cook and clean? Girl, you're sweet, you're sexy, you're wet, you're fine, but can you cook and clean? Can you cook and clean? Can you sweet? I see we jamming.
Sweet, sweet calypso. Thought-provoking calypso. Local calypso and calypso from around the world. You can experience the Calypso Review every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. with host Carlisle Powell on 2020 Vision Radio. He won't only play calypso, but he'll analyze the lyrics and music composition, and calypso is commentary. So hit up Carlisle with your comments and reviews on WhatsApp, area code 869-669-7312, or call area code 869-766-7312, landline area code 869-469-7953, or on the overseas line, area code 917-460-2187. The Calypso Review every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. with host Carlisle Powell, only on 2020 Vision Radio.
For your finest meats and even sweets, do your shopping at Costco. Yeah. Even your juice, your finest produce, do your shopping at Costco. Refrigerators and for your stove, do your shopping at Costco. Come visit us in East and West Anguilla, Charlestown and Gingerland in Nevis, Buckley's and Bird Rock in St. Kitts, Dawkins Enterprises in St. Estacia, Cospro Woods Mall, Antigua, Best Buy Supermarket and Department Store, Home Improvements and Hardware Do your shopping at Costco for everyday low prices. Yeah, man, this is Ed Robinson, and I'm still knocking on heaven's door.
Hi, this is Carlisle Powell, a member of the 2020 Vision family, where we all volunteer our services. We can't do this without you. So please use our Facebook or GoFundMe links and donate now. Your donation will also help us in our quest to be on the FM dial. Please make a donation now.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Calypso Review, which means that it's a Monday night and we've been having a nice change of weather here in Nevis in that the rains have come. Not all over getting the same amount of rain, but at least we're getting some showers of blessings and we're grateful for that. Tonight we're going to mark a special anniversary, but we're not going to tell you about it yet. We're going to start the show with some good old gospel music. And here is how we are going to start with something from Judith Gale. Judith Gale, My God is Bigger. He's talking about a bigger God. Let me welcome all of our listeners and viewers this evening, wherever you are, and in particular, viewers and listeners to E2 on air, right up there in the United States of America. And I want to say good evening to Michelle Arthurton in Brooklyn. And I hope that your listeners and viewers will have a fantastic show this evening. They say if it's nice, you should do too. So we'll go back to Judith Gale and we'll do a second tune, Give Me Jesus.
What do you think about Jesus? What do you think about Jesus? Here we go right now. He's all right. All right. All right. Give me Jesus in the morning. You give me Jesus in the evening. Every minute of the day. Give me Jesus. He's my reason for living. He's my source of survival. Every minute of the day. Give me Jesus. Now give me Jesus in the morning. Jesus in the evening. Every minute of the day. Give me Jesus. He's my
Judith Gale, Give Me Jesus. And what a way to start the show tonight. Yes, it's Calypso Review, and we intend to have some fun playing some good old Calypsos this evening. But we had to go that way to get a good start to the show. Good evening, listeners and viewers. And we're going to take you back now. And we're going to go back to an event which will always be alive in the minds of us who were old enough to have lived it, and should be taught to those who are younger so that we never forget. You see, way back in 1979, there was a revolution in Grenada, and Maurice Bishop emerged from that revolution as Prime Minister of Grenada. And in those days, we didn't have FM, but you had radio which you could listen to. And I used to frequent Radio Grenada, which became Radio Free Grenada. And March 13th of 1979 will always be remembered as the day when the revolution started. And why are we going that way? We're going that way because tomorrow, the 19th of October, will mark a significant milestone in Caribbean history and in West Indian history. You see, after that glorious revolution of 1979, the 13th of March, it all came to a screeching end when the party which organized itself and united to overthrow the Gary government imploded. But we'll go back, because this was recorded in song for us by King Short Short. So let's have his take first of all on the 1979 events of Grenada in a song which he calls Viva Grenada.
From the darkness of desecration, shaking up paralysis of corruption, tyranny, violence and subjugation, to shine out before the Caribbeans, strike terror into repressive regime and scrupulous politicians, and now trembling in their pants. Stand up, Grenada! Stand up again, Grenadian! Don't let nobody come in and dictate your course of action. All of them who oppose your revolution are political bandits, just like here in their own island. Fight for your right. Protect what you have. You fought a good fight. Protect what you have. Don't give in a single inch. Don't retreat, not even a pinch. Don't compromise your revolution. For those scandalous deep in oppressive political scams in the Caribbean. No way, never rise, say, no way. Some talk of legality, constitutionality, but only to expose their hypocrisy. For if you examine the state of affairs in their land, you will find human rights violation, total disregard for the Constitution, countless political persecution, and a wave of sanctioned violence with the blessing of legislative criminals enforced by sadistic gangs. Just like the mongoose one, stand up, Grenada! Stand up again, Grenadian! Don't let nobody come in and dictate your course of action. All of them who oppose your revolution are political bandits, just like here in their own island. Fight for your right. Protect what you have. You fought a good fight now. Protect what you have. Don't give in a single inch. Don't retreat, not even a pinch. corruption being repeated. May that rude awakening that early dawn be an example to tyrant in other land. No power, no weapon we can extinguish a people's will to be free. Stand up, Grenada. Stand up again, Grenadians. Don't let nobody come in and dictate your course of action. All of them who oppose your revolution are political bandits just like they're in their own island. Fight for your right. Protect what you have. You fought a good fight. Protect what you have. Don't give in a single inch. Don't retreat, not even a pinch. Don't compromise your revolution. For those scandalous keeping oppressive political scams in the Caribbean. No way, never rises. No way.
King Short Short singing after the Grenada Revolution and asking the people of Grenada and the government of Grenada to protect what they have. Well, it only lasted for 4 years, and strangely enough, the revolution was ended by the people who started the revolution. You see, first of all, Maurice Bishop, the Prime Minister at the time, was put under house arrest by members of his own party, persons who had fought alongside him and who had served to turn around things in Grenada. The funny thing about it, the year when Maurice Bishop was killed was the year when perhaps he made some of his very best speeches, including one which he made at a college in the United States of America. As a young boy, when he came to St. Kitts for a meeting, I made it my business to steal away from Nevis and catch the boat to go down to St. Kitts just to catch a glimpse of Maurice Bishop as he came out of the vehicle that transported him. Just to say that I had seen Maurice Bishop, little did I know that that was going to be the first and last time that I would see Maurice Bishop. Now, our own King Elimat also did a song, and his song came after the events which occurred at the fort. And, you know, when I went to the fort in Grenada, I made it my business to go to see exactly what the site where all of this took place. And by that time, they had erected a plaque. And the plaque reads, "In everlasting memory of Prime Minister Maurice Bishop, Fitzroy Bain, Norris Bain, Evelyn Bullen, Jacqueline Creft, Keith Hailing, Evelyn Evelyn Maitland, Unison Whiteman, Andy Sebastian Alexander, Simon Alexander, Gemma Belmar, Eric Dumont, Avis Ferguson, Vince Noel, Aline Romaine, Nelson Steele, killed at this fort October 19, 1983. They have gone to join the stars and will forever shine in glory. Erected 19th October 1983, some 10 years after. The persons, as I said, who ended the revolution were persons who were there fighting for the revolution. And you know, every now and again in families, you have discrepancies, you have disagreements. Doesn't have to come to killing one another. In Grenada, it did. And the strange and sad thing about it is that even those persons, some of them went to jail and served long prison sentences. Not one of them has yet said where the body of Maurice Bishop and his colleagues are buried, or what became of the bodies of those persons whose names I just called. Let's listen to King Elimat, O Grenada.
Grenada.
tomorrow, 19th of October, will make 38 years since Prime Minister Maurice Bishop and members of his cabinet, members of his government, members of his revolutionary team were lined up and gunned down by members of his own party. Persons who fought alongside him for the revolution. But some persons who decided that, listen, even though you're doing a fantastic job as leader, it is time for somebody else to lead. And so co-leadership was declared before that. And then finally, listen, in order for Cord to become leader, sorry, Bishop, you have to go. Well, they spent 30-something years in jail and were finally released. And Grenada, I dare say, is still recovering from the events of 38 years ago. We'll be back right after this.
For your finest meats and even sweets, do your shopping at Costco. Yeah. Even your juice, your finest produce, do your shopping at Costco. Refrigerators and for your stove, do your shopping at Costco. Come visit us in East and West Anguilla, Charlestown and Gingerland in Nevis, Buckley's and Bird Rock in St. Kitts, Dawkins Enterprises in St. Estacia, Cospro Woods Mall, Antigua, Best Buy supermarkets and department store, home improvements and hardware. Do your shopping at Costco for everyday low prices. Yeah, man, this is Ed Robinson, and I'm still knocking on heaven's door.
Hi, this is Carlisle Powell, a member of the 2020 Vision family, where we all volunteer our services. We can't do this without you. So please use our Facebook or GoFundMe links and donate now. Your donation will also help us in our quest to be on the FM dial. Please make a donation now.
Welcome back. And if you want to know more about Maurice Bishop, of course, there are lots of his speeches available. Just go to YouTube. And not only that, there are books with his speeches. And there is one in particular, which I was trying to find a picture of it on my phone, but perhaps there are too many pictures on my phone. I can't pull it up at the moment. But there is one in particular which I found at the Knowledge bookstore in Toronto. Went to visit the Leiberts, Michelle Leibert, and there was this book with all of the speeches of Maurice Bishop. And of course, I grabbed it, and it's one of my most treasured possessions. Fantastic speeches, and gives you an insight as to what they were doing in Grenada to help to propel Grenada from where it was and to what they wanted it to be. Well, that's our bit on Grenada for this evening. And what we're going to do now, we are going to move forward and we're going to play some music. This one is a request. Somebody said to me, listen, every Monday night I tune in because I want to hear Calypso Review and I want to hear what comments you have to make. So when you go in on Monday night, meaning tonight, you have to play this one, Our Night by WCK, which was done, I think, about 25 years ago. And you're going to do this one, Our Night, because, listen, I'm with you every Monday night, so at least you have to play one that says Our Night. So let's pull up WCK, Our Night. WCK, one of the big bands out of Dominica, and singing to things which we are almost forgetting, going to dances and having a good time. We haven't had a dance in going on 2 years. I mean, we've been locked down and locked up. And it's amazing that you look around the world and you see big football games in college games in America. You're talking about 90,000 people. You're seeing people out and about in the rest of the world. And we haven't heard when we're going to end this lockdown here in St. Kitts and Nevis. When we're going to end the state of emergency. St. Lucia has already made it clear that, listen, we have had enough of this state of emergency, and we're going to have to learn to live with COVID. St. Kitts Nevis, we seem to be saying, no, not yet, hold on. We like to keep people locked up and locked down. COVID is not going anywhere anytime soon. So, we better learn to live with it.
party now since singing the anthem. Oh, we don't have no behavior. No, I don't know what name behavior. Right now, drinks flowing like water. I see me cup run it over. I wobbling, but me head on my shoulder. Party time, we say what being sober. Staggering, we mad again, trouble again. So let we sing again. Oh, we don't have no behavior. Total disorder. Don't cross the border. Don't cross the border. Bartender, hurry up with my order. Boy, the whole place get turned over. Can't play massive afraid powder. Everybody know every time we touch down with splinters. That's my show. Fine, 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 yo, Holland pull up. Mash it, mash it. Fine, fine, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining with splinters. That's my show. Fine, 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 yo, Holland pull up. Mash it, mash it. Fine, fine, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining with splinters. That's that. Go tell your friend. We touch down with splinters.
Rhonda, I'm so sorry that you injured your foot, which means that you can't dance as you should. So you just got to be careful. Just sit down and enjoy the music, nod your head, move your shoulders, and so on. And to my friend who just messaged and said, listen, I'm ironing, and you almost made me burn up myself with the iron. Concentrate on what you're doing. Please iron safely so that we don't have to call the ambulance to pick you up to take you to get some treatment. Good evening to all of you who are joining us and who have been with us since the start of the show, and we are always grateful that you're with us. Continue to enjoy the program this evening. We're going to have some great fun, and we're going to take you way back for some of our calypsos. This one from 1976 almost won the road march in Trinidad and Tobago. And guess what? After this song and the confusion that it caused in Trinidad and Tobago, they changed the rules to say that only local songs could win the road march in Trinidad and Tobago. Because here was this young man from Antigua and Barbuda calling himself King Short Shirt, who released Tourist Lego and caused all kinds of havoc in the dances, in the parties, in the fetes in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's listen to Tourist Lego.
Carnival, J'ouvert morning just as the band start parading in Scotch Row, jamming tight with a Lego. Pretty little Yankee tourist at that. She says she come down from Halifax, and she never see Carnival. So she come to join in the bacchanal. She want to go jump and play, she march just like an Antigua. She want to go jump up and join in a J'ouvert jam. Join in the greatest vehicle of expression. Jumping in the steel band, dancing in the sun. She want to rump, she want to dance, she want to jump, she want to prance, she want a man, she want to jump. She gonna run call every time she hear a pan roll. Dang dang li dang da lang da lang dang da lang dang di dang da lang da lang dang da lang bang di dang da lang. She want to rump and shake she waist. She want to make mass in the face. She want to romance with a man. She want to wine, 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 roll, 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 roll. Jump, 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 jump. From the start, you could see the girl of the art. We calypso and we steel band. Man, she really loved the jam session. Quietly, the girl said to me, Shorty, what a glorious symphony. The music seems to fill you with rage and make you feel like you're on a stage. Oh, what an artistic excitement moment of history. A gala of beauty, festival of dance, song and spree. The melody, the harmony, look the rhythm, swinging in she brain, driving she insane. She want to rump, she want to dance, she want to jump, she want to prance, she want a man, she want to jump. She blood run call every time she hear a pan and roll. Badang lang, badang
prancing feet ignited the street. And then she couldn't take it no more. Suddenly the woman explored with an ungraceful wobble, just like if she was swimming, jumping without timing, singing with a strange harmony. Johnson chipping man like if she will fall down. Two bottle of white rum and an each yam. She want to rock, she want to dance, she want to jump, she want to prance, she want a man, she want to jump. She blood run cold every time she hear a bang roll. Dang dang ba dang ba dang ba dang 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 dang. She want to rump and shake she waist. She want to make mass in the place. She want to romance with a man. She want to wine, 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 roll, roll.
Could you imagine that this young man from Antigua came to Trinidad and almost knocked off Kitchener, Sparrow, all of those big guys with this tourist Lego song? And so they changed the rules. After that year, they made it clear that only local calypsos could win the road march in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to stay with Short Short because in the mid 70s, early 80s, we had some characters around. I mean, you had the Bulgani, and the older people would know who I'm speaking about. You had Bulgani and Rakan and so on. But King Short Short sung about another one. There was this one he called Star Black.
Well, I have heard and seen a lot of Western in cinema, but I never know we got them natural in Antigua. I have seen and heard a lot of Western in America, but I never know we got them right here in Antigua. The thing the fella does do well, he amaze me. I can't believe to myself that he ain't damn crazy. The other day I see running down a lady. Some school children following he, and they singing a melody. Hear them. Star Black the Ranger in town. What you say? Anyway, the man coming down. He have a double gun belt dragging on the ground. Anyway, when a man dead he done. One night he walk into a restaurant up on Market Street. Hungry like hell, ain't got no money to buy no food to eat. You know he pull a chair and drop his saddle right on the ground. And order the bartender to bring a bottle of rum. The fella decide to drink, he ain't got money. If you see how he drinking the people rum and whiskey, the barman decide he want the money COD. You know the barman had what Man is slick, is light, believe me, and he is dangerous. So be careful while walking at night, you can't take no chance. The famous star Black they talking about, I got to say, he's a very good friend of mine, and he lives down in Green Bay. Well, if you see the fella, you will swear he mad. You know he riding around the city, and he really feel it bad. He is Star Black the Ranger in town. What you say? Ready, wait, the man coming down. Wearing a long winter coat, riding round the town. In a highway when I'm a daddy done.
For your finest meats and even sweets, do your shopping at Costco. Yeah. Even your juice, your finest produce, do your shopping at Costco. Refrigerators and for your stove, do your shopping at Costco. Come visit us in East and West Anguilla, Charlestown and Gingerland in Nevis, Bucklers and Bird Rock in St. Kitts, Dawkins Enterprises in St. Estacia, Cospro Woods Mall, Antigua, Best Buy Supermarket and Department Store, Home Improvements and Hardware. Do your shopping at Costco for everyday low prices. Yeah, man, this is Ed Robinson, and I'm still knocking on heaven's door.
Keep knocking, Ed Robinson. There is a lot to like about Best Buy and Cost Pro. They're open here in Nevis from 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to avoid the long lines, you get up early. Coffee finishes at 5. You get up early, you get into Best Buy, get your business done. You're back home long before some of the other supermarkets get open. And not only that, but every single week they send out a list with their specials. And so you look for the specials flyer. In the comfort of your home, you check to see what's on sale, what you need. You tick it off, you go shopping, get that done, and you're home. Plus, there are lots of other specials which you don't find on the flyer. So, we're sponsored by Best Buy and Cost Pro, and that's where I shop. Now, we'll keep going on with our calypsos, and we're going to come home because I'm never completely satisfied until we play a couple of local calypsos. And so I'm going to bring up my good friend Flamingo. I've been trying to get a catalog of his work, and trust me, one gentleman who he pointed me to, we've made contact, and he has said, yes, I have some Flamingo material, I'll get it to you. Still nothing after a couple of weeks of trying. But this one I got from a cousin of mine who said, listen, I need some Flamingo music. He said, let's compare what we have. And I didn't have this one, so we'll go to the Mighty Flamingo, Cherry O Baby.
Oh, Sherry, oh, baby, I love you so dearly, baby. As long as you're near me, honey. the morning.
Oh yeah,
I love the way you move at noontime.
oh yeah,
I love the way you move in the evening.
oh yeah,
I love the way you move at bedtime.
oh yeah.
Baby, I love you now and I love you forever. Honey, no other man can love you no better. Darling, I pray he said that you always remain mine. And we'll be together, girl, for the rest of our lifetime. Darling, I want you, baby. Come on and love me. Come on and squeeze me. Baby, I want you, darling. Honey, I love you.
That's the mighty Flamingo, Cheerio Baby. And you know me. We're going to play some Christmas music this evening. Why? Because after this week, we are 9 weeks away from Christmas. And trust me, in some parts of the world, the Christmas trees are up in the stores, the Christmas stuff are front and center, Christmas lights are out and on. But in Nevis, we, if you judge Christmas by divisions, our Christmas comes for 1 week. Because we tend to put up the trees very close to Christmas. Some people same week of Christmas. As a matter of fact, there are some people who are steeped in the tradition of changing the curtains on Christmas Eve night. So they don't have any time to rest. It's just cleaning, all kind of stuff, baking, changing curtains Christmas Eve night. And then you put up the tree on Christmas Eve night. And then you take it down on the 1st of January. And so you do all that work for 1 week. Not me. I believe that Christmas is a period that should be celebrated. And so as a result of that, I start playing my Christmas music in October. And I enjoy playing my Christmas music for a long period of time. And so we're going to go and we're going to play a little bit of parang. I love my parang too. And so we'll bring Scrunter, and he's going to ask you to eat something before you go.
From the time I leave me home, I decide
That's the voice of the scrunter looking for some homemade wine. And you still have enough time. It's 9 weeks out from Christmas after this week. So you can set up your homemade wine and have it ready for Christmas. There are those persons who plant sorrel, and already I've seen sorrel being advertised for sale here in Nevis. So it means that at least somebody has a crop that came in early. Don't know why we don't have sorrel all year round. That's one of the items I used to pick up in London and have it, but it was an African dried sorrel, very, very red when you boil it. And I brought that home and had it year round. Now we were talking about Grenada and the Grenada Revolution, and I tell you that we have the best fans in the business. I was just sent a picture of a book, The Grenada Revolution, What Really Happened, written by Bernard Code, who was one of the persons who was co-leader. He spent a lot of time in jail. And so here it is. He is giving his version of the story. I read something from Bernard Code, but he still didn't admit to anything. And he still didn't admit to his part, or his wife's part, or the others, in the eventual ending of the revolution. So it would be interesting to see what this is about. I understand that it's available on Amazon, and so of course I'll go looking for that. We continue with the show though, and this time I'm going to bring to you a message from one of the all-time greats, Winston Bailey. And Winston Bailey had the opportunity to counsel a young man who came to look for marital advice. Wasn't working, didn't have a trade, but he said he wanted to get married. And the shadow, Winston Bailey, said to him simply, "You don't have a job, you don't have money, how are you going to keep a wife? You're looking for horn." And you know, it reminded me of some things which I see happening. The new fashion is for you when you have a birthday to have a photo shoot. Some big expensive photo shoot that you can't afford to pay for, but the pictures look good. Pictures can't eat. And then there are some persons who have really expensive weddings. Sometimes by the time they finish paying for the wedding, there is no marriage. But what the hell, they had a good time. Shadow, you're looking for horn.
money to buy honey. You're heading for misery. You want hairdo and galado, and you ain't have none. Somebody will horn you. You better believe it. Somebody will horn you. I hope you will take it, partner. assume she want perfume and good things to consume. You say she nice, but take advice. She must want some hot rice. Somebody will horn you, yeah, yeah. You better believe it. Somebody will horn you. I hope you will take it, partner. Godfather, I must marry Rosita, yeah. She's so pretty. She looks so sexy. You're walking. No. You're joking. No. You're crazy. No. You're lazy. No. You're looking for horn. Plenty horn, boy. You're looking for horn. You're gonna get horn, boy. Why you want to marry? You don't have no money. You ain't working no way. You don't have a payday. You think it's so. You think that's so. You think it's so. I wish you luck. Friday evening, people passing with box of fried chicken. She watching you in your old shoe. She feeling to hit you. Somebody will horn you, yeah, yeah. You better believe it. Somebody will horn you. I hope you will take it, partner.
Mighty Shadow with some very sound words of advice to a young fellow. You're not working. How are you going to support a woman? Somebody will harm you, and that will be problems. We're talking about music, and best way to explain to you why music soothes the soul is by going down to the Virgin Islands and asking Daddy Friday to say why he will never ever give up music.
April, Mr. Waller, Jax, Lorette, Akila.
All you look in trouble. Murder. The paycheck that you give me was to feed your 750. Worry. Gotta worry. I tell you, buy a house and land 'cause you have no ambition. Worry. Gotta worry. You was wasting money on gambling and party. Gotta worry. So I take you to the magistrate for the house before you lose it. Gotta worry. I hold my head and more. This is my canal. If man think this man, they out to break my heart. Oh my gosh, plenty problems, boy. If music pay your house rent and no cause you a damn sentence. Sleep well. If music is your lover and you don't want another, sleep well. If music for your honey and no cause you no money, then sleep well. Music to match your credit card and never take you out the yard, then sleep well. Quarrel with all your man, love to call on woman. We never do you wrong, except we love you strong. Worries alone now, the woman want kill you. But a song they sing that me just a joke. Where me? If music wash your dirty clothes and put up with your stinking toes, then sleep well. If music keeps you warmer when the nights are cooler, then sleep well. If music prepare your food and never gets on too rude, then sleep well. Warren with all your man, love to call on woman who never do you wrong, except they love you strong. Problems, keep the fight, see me fear. Attack from both sides. But till now, give up the music now. Sleep with it.
The original Daddy Friday. Gone but never forgotten. He has left a huge body of work for us to continue to enjoy. Let's go to the sponsor. We'll be back right after this.
For your finest meats and even sweets, do your shopping at Costco. Yeah. Even your juice, your finest produce, do your shopping at Costco. Refrigerators and for your stove, do your shopping at Costco. Come visit us in East and West Anguilla, Charlestown and Gingerland in Nevis, Buckley's and Bird Rock in St. Kitts, Dawkins Enterprises in St. Estacia, Cospro Woods Mall, Antigua, Best Buy Supermarket and Department Store, Home Improvements and Hardware. Do your shopping at Costco for everyday low prices. Yeah, man, this is Ed Robinson, and I'm still knocking on heaven's door.
We're with Calypso Review live on a Monday night. And again, we said to you that when you're doing business, we do business with Best Buy, Cospro, because they are our sponsors. But not only that, they have some fantastic products in store. And so we urge you to go to Best Buy and Cospro. And they open at 6 o'clock in the morning. And they open late. So you can get your shopping done and at fantastic prices. We'll be back with you right after this.
Hi, this is Carlisle Powell, a member of the 2020 Vision family, where we all volunteer our services. We can't do this without you. So please use our Facebook or GoFundMe links and donate now. Your donation will also help us in our quest to be on the FM dial. please make a donation now.
And I've been told that I have to go and pick up a donation, and we are always grateful. And to all of you who have made your donations, we're always grateful. That's what keeps us going. That little break was for you to get to the kitchen, get a cup of coffee, get a cup of hot chocolate, whatever you want. Get a drink, because for the rest of the show, the next 20 minutes or so, we're not going to be taking too many breaks, and we're going to be stepping it up just a little bit. So we hope that you enjoy the rest of the show and have fun with us as usual.
She says cakes and bake it. Try but could not make it. Even fat man mellow and the dread man shadow. I don't know how you so lucky to come just so and conquer me, but I really did you rootsy, and them dreadlocks look so irie. And then she said, rock me, rootsy, come rock me, rock me. Just that she said, rock me, body, rootsy, come rock me, body. Boy, I want you to understand. She said to me that we now want no other man. So seriously, and I want you on them woman. Tell them to me that we now want no confusion. And then she said, rock me, Rootsy, come rock me, rock me. Just that she said, pan me belly, Rootsy, rock pan me belly.
That's the sound of Rootsman. Rock me, rock me. And we're winding down on the show now. Not a lot of time left. And so we still have to play a couple more songs. And I like to tell you that, listen, Christmas is coming up and I'm playing my Christmas music.
Jesus name, angel was bring forth.
that's going to do it for another edition of Calypso Review. We have had a lot of fun bringing the show to you this evening, as usual. And we just want you to tell your friends that we'll be here again next week, Monday. And we'll have much more music and a lot of good information for you as well. This is absolutely the last song that we'll play this evening. And then we'll see you next week. That's the Great Onion bringing down the curtains this evening on Calypso Review. And remember, we're here because of the good people at Best Buy and Cospro. We thank you for joining us this evening, wherever you might be. Whether you're cooking, you're ironing, you're doing the laundry, you're folding, spend your Monday nights with us. We'll be back with you next week.
Meats and even sweets. Do your shopping at Costco. Yeah. Even your juice, your finest produce. Do your shopping at Costco. Refrigerators and for your stove. Do your shopping at Costco. Come visit us in East and West Anguilla, Charlestown and Gingerland in Nevis, Buckley's and Bird Rock in St. Kitts, Dawkins Enterprises in St. Estacia, Cospro Woods Mall, Antigua, Best Buy supermarkets and department store, home improvements and hardware. Do your shopping at Cospro for everyday low prices. Yeah, man, this is Ed Robinson, and I'm still knocking on heaven's door.
Hi, this is Carlisle Powell, a member of the 2020 Vision family, where we all volunteer our services. We can't do this without you. So please use our Facebook or GoFundMe links and donate now. Your donation will also help us in our quest to be on the FM dial. Please make a donation now.
Daily Space.
You say me, I be your Messiah. You say this love no be work for you, so you no go retire. Stop complaining, baby, stop complaining. I say I love you, but today no one contain me.